The Homeland Security bill is important, and we have important negotiations. The president is leading this. It's his play call to do it this way. He has already conceded that he wants to turn down the volume, so to speak, and make sure this is done in an appropriate way. What a great step it was to put Tom Homan in charge of the situation in Minneapolis and Minnesota. He has 40 years experience. He's brought a steady hand to the wheel. And all that is to be applauded. And he himself has already acknowledged to Leader Schumer in the Senate, and I'm sure he'll say the same to House Democrats, that some of the reforms and the processes are fine with them. In fact, in the bill that the Democrats are currently rejecting, we put $20 million into that legislation to allow for that. So, look, I think there's some healthy conversations in good faith that'll be had over the next couple of days, and I look forward to that.
Okay, so there are billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars for ICE. They're going to keep operating even if this DHS funding goes away. For now, it affects FEMA and TSA and other things. But Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says this. He says one of the things they want to do, in addition to negotiating these reforms, they want all the money that ICE is now spending, or where it's allocated, no matter where it comes from, to be tagged with those reforms. If there's money you guys have already approved for ICE, can any reforms reach to that money?
We put all of that funding in the big, beautiful bill, the Working Families Tax Cut. And I'm glad that we did, because we had to fix the crisis that was created by the Biden administration over the previous 4 years. They opened the border wide. It was absolute chaos. We allowed, by some estimates, 20 million illegal aliens to come into the country, and many of them hardened, dangerous people, criminals. We've got to get them out of the country. So we had to front load the funding. That will be there, and as you noted, it doesn't matter what they do to the current DHS bill, those operations will continue. Exactly.
Okay, so you got 2 weeks. You've already burned through a couple of days based on how this works. Here is what Senator Kennedy thinks about the odds of getting something done in the next few days.
I think it's likely that the next 2 weeks surrounding putting together a DHS budget will have all the efficiency of an 8th grade car wash.
I mean, I've talked to Republicans and Democrats who don't think you're going to get this hammered out in the next 2 weeks. Now, we're looking at maybe a week and a half. So are we going to have another partial shutdown in 2 weeks?
Far be it for me to disagree with my friend and brother, the great and wise senator from Louisiana, John Kennedy. But I have to be a little more optimistic than that. I've got to get everybody in a room and work this out. I think we can. Look, as I said, the head of DHS and the head of the operations in Minnesota and the president himself have said that we're close to getting there. We can agree to some of these conditions because everybody, all the American people, want the law to be enforced and done in a meaningful and efficient and effective way. Immigration enforcement should be balanced and fair and safe and all of that.